It's just before 8 Monday morning.
I feel the water is in my car right now.
A mother's plea for help. Police say Jingli Yi's SUV hits a sheet of black ice, plunging into a pond. Also inside, her 5-year-old son. She calls 911 as they're sinking.
I'm falling down in Cooper Orbit and on Pepsico Hill here.
Less than a mile from her West Little Rock home, her car within city limits, her cell phone, however, pings off a tower in the county. With Yi still on the line, a county 911 operator places a 3-way call to a city operator.
She's on the line here with us. I just want to give you where she's at because she doesn't know.
After the county operator describes the location, the city operator takes Yi's information.
What is your name, ma'am? My name is Jinglei, Jinglei.
But it's apparent the operator has a problem finding her exact location.
Why is this not taking it?
She then tried to override the address.
Sergeant Cassandra Davis with the Little Rock Police Department says the address is still coming up as a county address, but the city operator assures Yi help is on the way.
Okay, ma'am, we're going to get some help on the way for you, okay? Okay, thank you. All right.
Sergeant Cassandra Davis says instead of calling for water rescue, Little Rock Fire Department, or city police, the 911 operator only places a call to paramedics. According to police, here's a timeline of the events. Yi places a 911 call at 7:57. When paramedics arrive, they find her car fully submerged in 7 feet of water, not equipped to enter the water.
It was at that time that they learned that there was not an actual call in the system for fire and police.
Paramedics called the fire department at 8:17. 20 minutes have passed. At 8:23, police and fire are dispatched to the scene 26 minutes after Yi's first 911 call. But Sergeant Davis says that fire crew not qualified either to enter the frigid water.
However, they do have a water rescue team.
And that team arrives at 8:40.
We are trying to investigate, recreate what happened in the center to determine if it was a human error or if it was some type of glitch in the system.
In the end, 43 minutes have passed. A mother is dead and a 5-year-old fights for his life.
I came right away.
It's pain unimaginable to any parent,
He likes everybody.
to any husband.
She is very professional. She is very good learner.
His wife now gone, his son fights for his life. Winter ice blankets Arkansas streets. It's 8:06 Monday morning. Dong Young, a surgery tech, sees a call coming in on his cell phone.
I just started work on scrub.
Just 9 minutes earlier, his wife Jingli Yi makes this chilling call to 911.
Yes, I'm falling in the pond, and I feel the water is in my car right now. I'm falling down.
Yi, along with her 5-year-old son, Leo Young, hit a sheet of black ice and slide into a pond. Their car is now sinking. With the water rising at this point, the water is about 2 feet up her leg. Yi makes a call, her first call to 911. The second call is to her husband.
She said, "Me and my son going to water." I said, "Where are you?"
At work at St. Vincent's in Sherwood, Young rushes to the scene.
I didn't see any car over there. I just see in the water some bubble go out.
Under heat is that 911 call. Due to an error, police say it took 43 minutes for a water rescue unit to arrive.
Some firefighter get changed. Prepare one to go in the water. I tell them, this is so long, so late, too late.
Divers say within 5 minutes of arrival, they rescue both Yi and her son. But Young says it's too late for his wife. Her body not able to handle the amount of water she's taken in.
Just from the water.
A helpless feeling so intense.
I cannot get any help
On this Sunday, family, friends, co-workers, or those just touched by her story gathered to say goodbye to Jing Li Yi.
A devoted wife and a loving mother.
Her parents traveled from China. Her mother, her spirit so broken she can hardly keep her eyes open.
It's impossible to know how many lives she touched.
Among Yi's qualities, her generosity. They recall a time when she and her husband moved from one city to another.
Jing Li tipped two of the workers who helped them move $800.
When her husband, Deng Yongyang, asked why she tipped the movers so much, she replied, "They're immigrants and need a new start." On a day when Yi's family gathers to remember her, a memorial sits in the place where she lost her life, asking the question, did 911 help? While police are now investigating the 911 call, Young talks for the first time on his efforts to save his family.
I tried going in because I can swim.
But Young says a police officer pulled him back.
Let me go in the police car.
Young says at some point he is let out of the police car and sees his wife and child pulled from their SUV.
I say, I'm doctor.
A cardiovascular surgeon in China, Young says he tells responders his CPR skills are more advanced than those at the scene.
Police officer pull me in the police car again.
Young can only speculate on what happened inside the car during that 43 minutes his wife and son sat submerged in their vehicle.
Maybe my wife keep my son higher.
His only hope, perhaps, is this little boy, who, though shows signs of improvement, is still fighting for his life.
I don't want my neighborhood or other family go through again.
Daniel Wilkerson, THV 11 News.
I don't know, just day by day.
That is the only way Deng Yongyang can survive. His wife slides on a sheet of black ice and into a pond back in January. Jing Li Yi dies. His 5-year-old son Leo survives but remains in a coma.
It's too much different, a lot of change.
Back in March, we took you into Young's home after doctors allowed his son to go home. But since then, they've moved. Young says to keep health insurance and income, he went back to work. He rented his home and now lives in an apartment in North Little Rock.
I moved the apartment very close to APF.
Arkansas Pediatric Facility, up until a week ago, that was home for Leo. But his father says he developed a case of pneumonia and has gone back into Arkansas Children's Hospital. Young says he dearly misses his wife.
Still think about my wife.
A cardiovascular surgeon in China, Young works as a surgical tech here in Little Rock. He says while at work, he focuses on his job. But the minute he's done, his thoughts are on Leo and his wife. But he says he cannot forget that day in January when his life changed forever.
Just 2 hours, everything changed.
Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
It's a call for help that we will never forget.
Yes, I'm falling in the pond, and I feel the water is in my car right now. I'm falling down.
Jing Li Yi places a 911 call while sinking in a pond.
Okay, you said you and your child are in the car?
Yes.
Just a mile from her home, her 5-year-old son Leo in the car. Yi dies, her son survives. Police say Yi slides on a sheet of black ice at this intersection at Rushmore and Cooper Orbit Road in West Little Rock.
Okay, ma'am, we're going to get some help on the way for you, okay?
Okay, thank you. All right.
But the needed help wouldn't come for 43 minutes. That 911 call still under investigation. That intersection now under construction. The Little Rock Public Works Department installing pipes to drain water off the surface during rains and icy days. The city tells me the reason for the patch, they say the water didn't run from another location. They say it seeped through the asphalt. A rep with the city says the underground pipe will not be visible as they are buried just below the asphalt. For Deng Yongyang, his wife dead and son now in a coma, although he's happy the work's being done, it comes a little late for his family.
This prevent the other people got black eyes again. But for my wife, my family, it's too late.